Sure. So right now I'm 34 years old. I have almost 8 years of experience in software development, and I have specialized in the Java platform and Spring applications, web applications in general. I also know other languages, but most of the time I use Java or Kotlin to do the job.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
have also studied other Java platform languages, Scala, for example, and Go.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to, I
Okay.
can further explain my background.
Okay. So yeah, I will directly jump into the questions, not to wait, not to make you wait or longer. So yeah, can you tell me about your previous experience and the project you works?
Sure. The last experience I had working in Brazil, it was for uh, one of the biggest bank here in Brazil. It's called BTG Bank,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a investments bank and also a customer service bank. I
Mm-hmm.
have delivered some results for them. For example, there was
Mm-hmm.
an application, iOS and Android application. There was a specific part of the mobile app that was so
Mm-hmm.
slow. It was 15 seconds just to open the option. And inside this specific part of the mobile application, there was the offering of some products. For example,
Mm-hmm.
personal loan and other kinds
Mm-hmm.
of banking products. And
Mm-hmm.
because of the slowness of the application, the
Mm-hmm.
conversion rate was so low and they needed to fix it. One of the ways we used to fix the conversion rate that was low is to optimize the APIs by using some cache solutions, for example, Redis. And I have also
Mm-hmm.
created a backend for front end for them to centralize the
Mm-hmm.
development of the APIs that was serving the endpoints.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so the backend is in Spring Boot.
Yes, Spring Boot with
Okay.
Kotlin in this case.
Okay. Okay. So which JDK version currently you are using?
Sorry, could you
JDK
repeat?
version. Which
Ah,
Java version you are using? Yeah.
okay, got it. Most of the time I use Java 11 at work because they are afraid of updating it to 17, for example. Even
Mm-hmm.
uh, at Java 21, for example, is a no-go for them because they are so afraid to update it. But in my studies, I have also used Java 21 with
Mm-hmm.
virtual threads, for example. But in my work,
Mm-hmm.
the most recent version that I have used is Java 17 in some
Mm-hmm.
microservices.
Okay. Okay. So I will. So do you know about added query annotations, which we use on the Java Spring Boot? Added query annotations.
Mm, added
Let
query.
me write it on the this chat also. Okay. Query annotations. Yeah. Can you tell me about this?
Yeah, sure. It's a query annotation that we use, for example, when we want to talk with the database, we can use a native query or
Mm-hmm.
structure query in JPQL. It's a Java
Mm-hmm.
query language. We
Mm-hmm.
can we have some choices with the at query annotation
Mm-hmm.
to deal with databases.
Okay. So, and do you know about n plus one problem in Hibernate and Spring Data JPA?
Yes,
So,
I
when
have.
it occurs, like, and how to resolve?
Okay, it's a common problem in queries because if we don't take the necessary care, we can make the first query and then any queries for each of the possible uh, queries that that may derive from the first one. So that's why it's called the 1 plus n query problem. One way to solve this kind of thing is to make sure that the only one query is being made for each of the resources that we are fetching, and we by getting all of them at the same time, we avoid the problem.
Okay. And do you have experience on the database query?
Yes,
Writing database query. Okay.
yes.
So one question, suppose we have a employee table. Okay.
Okay.
And in the employee table, we have a lot of column, but one column is the salary column. Okay. And now I want to get second highest salary result only. So result will be only one, but I want second highest salary of the employee. So how you will write the query?
Mm, I didn't get the last part. You want in the
Uh,
salary column of the
so
employee?
yeah, I let me write it. I actually I'm from Nepal, and maybe my English won't be so much good.
No,
That's why.
no problem, no problem.
Uh,
I'm from
I
Brazil.
want
My English not good as well.
yeah, employee which is which have second highest salary. So I want
Okay,
the query for this.
okay, good. We can order the result. It's a way of doing that. It's not the most optimal way, but if it's a single query that we are going to make, it's okay to just order the results based on the salary range, and then we filter the the two most highest results, and we use just the second one. It's a way of doing that. It's not the most
Okay.
optimal, but it's for single queries, it's okay.
Okay. So for this, do you know about the offset? Offset?
So, yeah, there is a
Yeah.
better
I,
way of
I,
doing that.
yeah, we can use the offset for this.
Yeah, it's good. It's better.
Yeah.
It's the new approach to do that.
Yeah. Okay. And now I'm like, can you tell me the answer for this?
Okay.
There can be like statement mistake, but ignore it. Okay.
Okay. No problem. Let me think. The class B expense A. Mm, Yeah, from my head, the last value from class B writes upon the first one. So let me check. I check on my IntelliJ, for example, just to make sure, or you want me to answer live?
Oh, you no. You can just tell me what will be the answer only. Either it will be 10 or it will be 20, like that.
Okay, 20. The
Okay.
first, the the yeah, system of things. This seems to be like a Java certification question.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah, actually, these questions I have taken it from the certification. I have already did a certification. That's right.
good. I have done that, but it's almost 5 years. I forgot a
Um,
few things because
so
we
you
don't
you
use.
are also certified on the Java?
Yes, I have the Oracle 8
Uh,
certification,
okay, okay. I
but
did
I
actually latest JDK 17.
17. Yeah, I need to update my certification
Actually,
because
I did after the 10 years. Like
Oh,
first of all, I took the experience on Java, then finally I did it.
okay, yeah, it's a accomplishment. It's good.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
okay.
very hard to pass.
Actually, this answer it will result the 10.
10. Okay, 10 and
Yeah,
yeah, good. I need
yeah,
to refresh my
and
memory on that.
yeah, and what are the immutable class? Immutable class.
Okay,
Yeah.
they are a way of dealing with uh, okay, got it. They are, for example, when we are doing multi-threading applications, it's better to use immutable variables, class, and most of the objects necessary, because by using immutables, we make sure they are thread safe, for example. And it also improves the reliability of the code because it's we can know that the value didn't change throughout the life cycle of the code, the variable itself. It improves reliability of the code and also makes it thread safe.
Okay. So can we extend the string class? Can
Hmm?
we extend it?
I never done that. Let me think. Yeah, the string class, it's a special class in Java. It's different from other user types that we can create from class keyword. I never extended string class. Let me see. Mm, okay, it's a final class. I just checked the documentation from Java, so we cannot extend it.
Okay. So suppose you have to make one immutable class. So how you gonna make it?
Okay,
What are the steps you will follow?
okay, just let me think. Mutable class. Yeah, usually I can prevent the instantiation of the class aside from the first one by making it a singleton, for example. That's the question that you mentioned, or am I getting it wrong?
Yeah, actually, I'm trying to say that suppose you have to make one class as a immutable.
Okay,
Okay. So what you will follow? Suppose you will make the one static class, static method, and like that.
okay. So, yeah, the usual approach is to declare it as a final class and make sure that all the fields are private and final. And we don't provide a setter. It's it's almost like a vector, but it's in the new versions of Java there is a record, for example, and
Okay.
we may use that as well. But in the older versions of Java, we need to make some extra steps to do that. But in the newest versions of Java, we can just use a record, and it will only make a getter and no setter, and it will also create the construct for us. And after the creation of the record, it doesn't change. It's a good thing to do for DTOs, for example.
Okay. So I have paste another questions. String first equal test, string second equal test, and string third equal new string test. So the fourth and fifth line, what it will print?
Okay. The fourth,
So system out println first equal to second, and system out println second equal third.
okay, let me think. Both are true.
So true
True.
and false.
I think both are going to be true.
Okay.
At least in my mind, I'm thinking like that. I may be wrong. I need to check, to double check.
Yeah, yeah. So okay. So why you think second equal third it will print true?
Okay. Mm, Let me think. Yeah, maybe the second one, the second system out print is going to be false, actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what
because of
is
the new keyword. One is
okay?
a
What is
string, and
yeah?
the other one it's a object string because the new string. Yeah,
Okay.
the new string
Yeah,
is
I got
different
you.
from
I got you.
double quotes
Yeah.
string.
So what is a string pool?
Okay, it's a special place in the Java RIP memory that is dedicated to store strings because they are a special type in Java. And they are treated differently. For example, there is a JVM option called string deduplication that we can use to improve the JVM performance by making sure there is no duplicate strings in the string pool. Because, for example, if I have my name in the string pool and other kind of object also use my name, they don't need to point to a new place in the memory. They can point to the same place in the memory, in this case, my name representation, and by doing that, the memory efficiency improves.
Okay. So what will happen if I write like this? So string second equal test. If I write string second equal test, and if I write string third equal new string test, so what will happen in the string pool heap memory?
Yeah, it's a classic problem. The second case, the string third, it will create a new space in memory, even though the string second already exists in the string pool. So it will duplicate the memory consumption, let's say it like that, because it instead of using the first string representation, the string second, it will create a separated space in memory. It's not a good practice.
Okay. So if I write string 4 equal test, now what will happen?
It will try to use the same. Yeah, there is a single quote in the string
No, no,
four.
don't go on the statement. Just I'm trying to give you.
Okay. So the string fourth, it will try to use the same place in memory of the string second, and it will point to the same place in memory in order to, to improve efficiency. But in the
Okay.
runtime, it's two second, two separated variables pointing to different objects, but at the string pool, they are pointing to the same thing.
Okay.
It's a matter of
So
efficiency.
yeah, this will be my last question. Okay. Can you tell me about differences between final, finally, and finalize?
Okay. Final is a keyword that we can use, for example, alongside a variable to make it immutable. Okay. Finally, it's uh, it's I always confuse finally with finalize. Finally is try catch finally, if I'm not wrong. I seldom use
Yeah.
finally
Yes,
in
yes,
the
yes, yes.
yeah.
Please go on. Yeah.
Try catch finally. Uh, in other words, finally is what happens regardless of what happened in the try block or in the catch block. then the finally happens. It's usually we use it to close resources in old Java versions. For example,
Okay.
when we try to open a file in the file system, we need to close the resource at the end. We can use the finally. And the finalize, mm, I finalize. I think it has to do with the, let me see. Yeah, I think it has to do with the object class. It's the mother of all classes in Java. It's the object class. And I I didn't use it yet. I I I I
Yeah.
don't know the specific answer right now, but I'm going to figure out.
And how much you are familiar with the REST API?
Yeah, it's my specialty. Most of the time I'm creating REST APIs with the most used verbs, for example, get, post, put, delete. Sometimes I use head, for example, when I need to just get the header of the HTTP call. Sometimes it's not necessary to get a body, for example. And I try to make sure I'm following the good practice. For example, get only for read operations, post for creating new resources, put or patch for updating or fixing existing data, and delete to delete data. And I also try to
Okay.
follow the good practice of the status codes. For example, I never return a 400 code inside a get, for example. I
Okay.
try to follow the good practice.
Okay. And have you ever been use the GraphQL?
Yes, I have.
GraphQL. Yeah.
It's a query language that we can use to make the resources that we get from the server more specific for the task. We can literally select the fields that we want in the JSON, for example. And by doing that, the traffic between applications is more efficient because we only get what we want. And it's
Okay.
also make the overall system performance improves alongside other benefits.
Yeah, okay, Robson. I already said this is my last question, so yeah, I'm done with my questions. So I'm taking all this interview on behalf of the company. So if you have any questions, I can. Do you have any question on this?
Mm, not right now. I think it's good. I'm gonna search more about the finalized keywords. You get me on that. I didn't
Yeah, yeah,
use
yeah.
it too much, but I will check it. And I think,
So
uh-huh, sorry.
latest JDK version which you are using
Yeah.
currently?
In my studies, I used 21 because of the
Okay.
virtual threads. I was so interested in virtual threads. I did some experiments in my machine here, but at work, the most recent version I have used it 17.
Okay, okay. Currently we are using 11.
Good.
Yeah, because most
Unfortunately,
of the
because of
companies, yeah, because of the LTP, right? Most of the companies don't want to switch to the higher versions
yeah, it's common.
immediately.
They are afraid of breaking things. And
Yeah,
from 11 to 17, there was a difference
yeah,
in Java X package, for example.
yeah.
It turned
So yeah.
into Jakarta. It breaks things
Hmm.
a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, Robson, nice having you. I saw you on the LinkedIn also. So yeah, uh, we are friends. We will connect on the LinkedIn also. And
Good.
here we have Raman also. He is also a developer in our company.
Yeah,
So
I know.
if you got hired, definitely we will be working together. So yeah,
Good.
finger crossed, and we'll
Finger crossed.
we'll Yeah. So I will message my director about interview, and he will follow up, and maybe uh, Kent will also follow up with you for the further processing. So yeah, thank you,
Okay. Thank you too.
Thank you.
and
Best of luck.
thank you, and happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
See you
Bye.
next
Bye.
time.